And we are recording. So, this is All Roads. The past mini sessions, well, I guess I should say mini arcs. This one in particular is going over Bronze history. Rather recent history, as this was before he was sent out to acquire the ancient religious texts for his monastery. Is there anything in particular that you would like to say about Braun before we get into, well, the more specific details?
Um, Not really. I mean, it's the same as like all the campaigns do. So he's
Okay.
still 8 foot tall. He's still very heavy.
Yeah, yeah, big guy.
He's still 60. I think he's still 60. And I don't know. He might be 59, but I don't know how long back this goes.
Not too far back. Depending on how many arcs happens, or not arcs, but sessions happens, it'll vary. So I'm keeping it open in that sense. But you
Okay.
have been there for a very, very long time.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. With that said, your character doesn't know his parents. They died, um, how you were told was essentially by, well, in battle. You were taken into a monastery of, well, as far as you could see, Leonin and Tabaxi, a kitty cat monastery in the mountain of, I got it written down here, Etricopier. In fact, the monastery,
Can you write
Etricopier.
that down?
Yeah, give me a moment. Okay, let's see here.
Oh, it's still called. Um, Prague. There you go. Now it's named one. Entire
Um,
copy. Okay.
and that is the name of the mountain itself. However, the monastery, being the only monastery on the mountain, has also taken that name as well. Um, Not too far off, and there are times when you visited that, is a small village on the mountainside of Hautier. Let me just, excuse me, Hautier. Um, this is a village comprising of a variety of races, most of which are on the rather shorter kind, like Drugar, gnomes, dwarves, etc., etc. Um, the main source of where you acquire your food and other resources comes from a trading outpost at the base of the mountain, as the mountain is located in between the sides of Hekwan and Basilon. Both have a varied climate. Get a lot of different things from each of them. All you've
What are
really
those
been
three
able to,
names? I'm
um,
writing. I'm writing all of everything down for future references. Yeah. Okay. F1 and Basel.
um, and just so you have it as well, give me a moment and I will get the exact, um, like which continent is which, so you can write that down as well.
Okay.
Basilon is the one with the desert. Hekwan is the one with the swamp, or lots of water, forested area. Um,
Okay.
Now that mostly it's been even trading, but it's as what is it? In the mountains themselves lie a rather large reserve of a variety of different stones and very few ores. Um, Effectively, your monastery and village have been able to thrive based off of these tradings. But that isn't necessarily to say that the people who um, go pass through there don't exactly give things up for free. However, everything that they give is either raw materials, so things to use for clothes, wood or other stuff like that, or foods that can last for a long, long time. So dried meats, um, butter, that kind of stuff. In fact, the village itself has very little agriculture due to the mountain having very little dirt.
Mm.
And with that, we move to the monastery.
Oh, that's loud.
You are on the bottom left corner.
I'm sorry.
You found yourself?
I need to turn it down a bit.
Oh. Let me just do that.
There we go. Yeah. I
What
could
are the
barely hear you
volume
over the music. Okay.
Okay. So bottom left corner. Braun,
Yeah.
you are currently on effectively the basement of the monastery, as all the living quarters, where all the monks live, is in the bottom. Um, you awaken in particular, one of the last few to wake up. Because you are a monk with combat prowess, and your monastery is dedicated themselves to Dreyfus, the god of knowledge, you are part of a regiment that is effectively meant to protect the monastery. The monastery isn't too crowded, as it is rather far off, and in fact there are a decent more of people who are trained in combat than those who aren't. However, you are the only Loxodon. You know that at this particular hour, regardless, because of how many people are, in bed, that your one of your leaders in the combat sense is already outside training. You make it up stairs, I presume, after gathering your stuff, and this is what you see. And keep in mind that there are a fair bit of NPCs, just basic monks. I'm not gonna put all the tokens out there for that kind of thing.
Yeah, but a bunch of catfolk.
Yeah, catfolk. And it's rather difficult for you to move around because of the fact that it's a bunch of small catfolk. But it's mostly, trying to lower your head when it comes to the doorways, or step side to side to get in between certain areas, that kind of thing.
While he's moving around, he moves like, excuse me. No mic there. Guessing this is outside, right?
Yep, that's outside. The other doors lead further into the monastery itself.
Yeah, no, he will go outside to get fresh air and see where the leader of the leader is. Do I see anything here?
You know that, well, you see a pretty decent view, as the monastery itself is rather high up on the mountain. However, you do know that if you're going to go to the training, it would, or at the very least see here, uh, other defenders, you have to go in this direction. So over through here.
Yeah, and I'm guessing there's not all people out here now.
No, not on this side of the monastery.
Okay, so he will make it his way past here, and him being 8 foot, he will look inside here. Will he recognize anyone? Anyone that's like close with?
No one really stands out in there. This is the mess hall area.
Are they eating anything tasty?
Just basic
Or is
rations.
it just like the plain food?
Just the plain food. It's been like that for all of you remembered, really. Just the basic stuff.
Oh. You'll bow his head and just keep walking. What's going on here? Don't know how far you allow me to move, but...
Oh no, you have your full movement.
Okay. Go past here. Do I see anything? Okay, I'm guessing this is where the leader is.
Yeah. She's doing, well, basic acrobatics, balancing, that kind of thing. And I'm going to have her roll perception. Oh yeah, she knows he's a big guy like you.
Oh yeah.
She stops. She stops from her training, and it commands the others to continue. And she will simply approach you. There you are, Braun. You're such a sleepyhead.
Well, I guess I overslept, but I'm here now.
Yeah. We didn't get too far into the training. Come on, let's go, Braun.
Okay. Move up there.
We're practicing basic balancing and meditation. At this point, this is when you would want to roll acrobatics and then a wisdom save. Okay. Okay, so as much as you try to balance, you're focused far too much on it, and so you overcompensate in some areas, and because you're focused on it, you can't exactly, well, clear your mind. You can't really meditate all that much. No, you're not supposed to do it like this. Come on, Braun. Now I want you to roll again on the acrobatics because she's going to effectively give you 8. Even worse.
like when he's like struggling to keep his balance, like you'll see his ears flap, trying to keep like his head like straight. And he's like, oh, I just woke up.
Quick. Everyone except for that one dude, they failed their acrobatics. Oh my god, nobody was in that one. Right.
At least I'm not the worst.
Yeah, no. One of your, one of the other people who helped defend the temple, they fall flat on their face. And while she tries to help you out, she can't ignore him. Training for years, come on! Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, I won't get you anywhere. Now get back up! Braun, I want you to roll me another wisdom save. Because while it was 8, it was still advantage, so with their help you're able to focus a bit better, because you're able to, focus a bit less on trying to balance yourself in the odd positions. But still.
Yeah, it's not the best. But he also just woke up a good 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, yeah. I want you to do it like this. And she's going to do acrobatics. And she does some crazy fucking cat poses that you know for a fact you can't fucking do. But the other cats try and replicate to the best of their ability. Aside from the not one, he balances worse than you do.
So is it another acrobatic?
Yeah, it's another acrobatic. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Clear your mind. Wisdom save.
Something coming up. Just fucking Chris.
These rolls. At this point, Braun, it's becoming clear that not only are you failing because you recently woke up, but you're also failing because you're rather hungry.
That would make a lot of sense.
I'm going to have her roll perception on not just over you, but the others as well. Alright. Let's break for now. We can't train on an empty stomach now, can we?
What's her name?
Morzun Defecta.
How do I spell that? Oh, I know it's...
From the rolls, you should see her name.
Oh, wait,
she was the last roll.
Nice.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Well, yeah. I didn't eat yet. I haven't drank anything yet. I think a break would do me good.
Go into the mess hall. I'll make sure that some food is prepared. And she is going to go through here. Open the doors. And this is where a fair bit more of the monks are.
Excuse me. Excuse me. No. Do I go left or right for the mess hall? Left, right? Or do I
If you go into the door that she just went into, she's going to tell you to get out because that's where the kitchen is. Braun, what are you doing in here? You know you can't cook.
What? That's because you never let me try.
I understand that you want to try, but could you not do it on training days?
Bows his head again and just slowly backs off. Goes left.
I'm going to have her do her rolls, as she's going to do the investigation to find the proper food in the area. Does she even have? No, she does not. So we're gonna help her out, so roll again. Okay. Medicine. Real good for you. And then performance. Wait, no, not performance. Nature. There. So 12, 10, and then 21. Not too bad, but it's gonna be real good for you.
I would like to open this door and see if there's any room for me to sit down.
You should be able to do that. Just,
Yeah. But like, is there any room for me there?
The monks that are inside, most of they're just the training monks, so they know to make room for Braun. But he will have to squeeze in order to get into the room. But you know, it's a room clearly made for Tabaxi.
Yeah, but he wants to be included.
Yeah.
Because he's been here pretty much all his life.
Yeah, this
so
is
he's gonna sit down right on the edge of this.
Right where the door is. It basically make it easiest for Braun to shit.
Yeah. And he will try to divvy his weight so it doesn't like flip the fucking. I don't know what to call this. What is this called?
It's a bench.
The bench. That's it. He will not put his entire weight on it, so the fucking catwalk don't get launched across the room.
Yeah. No, apparently not. He just left the doors open. So the other catfolk are not the most talking about various texts and learnings, as one of the biggest things about the teachings of Dreyfus is that anyone who directly follows his path knows that, well, one of the three teachings is that knowledge is the biggest thing that you need. In fact, these monks go so far to the point where they themselves forgo everything aside from food, water, and, well, books, so teachings. However, because Ron and the other Tabaxi are tasked with defending, they're taught ways to fight and everything like that. They're mostly talking about how they've been learning about one of the nearby caves, as there is one that stands out from the rest, as it is directly used by the monastery to effectively store forbidden text, as the monastery itself believes it is sacrilege to destroy knowledge. So, even if it is bad or forbidden, they're not going to destroy it, they're going to effectively keep it hidden away. And they've been trying to figure out why they would store it in a cave far off, in another part of the mountain.
Like below in this mountain.
Yeah, a lower part of this mountain.
Okay.
How do the texts say that it is, well, those who defend the monastery, who vanguard it, their spirits reside within statues? What? No way! What kind of life is that? Afterlife? It's gotta be something else. Maybe you should both go there yourselves. I'm not so convinced. Does Ron make any attempts to include himself in the conversation, or?
He's listening in and he's like, why would they be in statues?
Well, I heard that we had a Leonin. We have a Leonin who is, well, a rather effective statue maker. I've also heard that he makes them hollow.
But it would get so lonely in there.
I know,
I can't
right?
imagine.
You don't even have any books, unless aside from the forbidden ones, which you're not even supposed to read. Why else would he make hollow statues? What purpose do they serve? Alright, that's enough! Bron, get your fat buttocks out of the way so I can squeeze on through. She will... I'm going to have her do acrobatics, simply so that way she can keep a balance with the food. She's going to try and get in, right? She's not carrying all the food. There are a few others who are helping that task. But she's the one who's well, obviously going to be eating as well. Oh god. Dexterity save. From her. Okay, so I'm going to have her roll a d100 to see what she saves.
I mean, I would like to help out if she can pass me, and like.
She's going to go past you, and you will be able to help out. But I need to figure out which one she's going to save first, either herself or the food. Okay, so herself would be evens, food would be odds. She saves herself first.
No.
Now, you can either choose between an dexterity save or an acrobatics check in order to save the food.
I'll do a dexterity save.
Okay. Oh, very nice. So because she told you to move, you were already fully aware of how she was moving. So when she tripped and fell, you were able to catch the food itself, knowing that she is a fully capable monk. She could perfectly handle herself, and that quite frankly, she doesn't really like, people helping her out. So the fact of you focusing on the food, while it was helping her out, it wasn't like, directly helping her get up,
Everyone was hungry, everyone was focused on the food.
Yeah, yeah.
Save it.
So once she gets through the door, she starts handing out the food to everyone else, all the rations, and she reaches around Braun and in order to get that particular food from the others in. And like I said before, it's hardly perishable stuff. The most that you're gonna get that might be perishable is vegetables. After all, this is a high medicine check. Bread, dried meat, which are the Tabaxi and England are really going after, and butter, which is kept separate, as butter is a rather fatty thing, but it is used mainly for traveling. So, yeah.
Do I get a bigger portion than everyone else?
Oh yes, you do. You're a big guy.
Awesome.
Here you are, Ron. Mostly veggies and some meats, but still.
Thank you, Mr. Vector.
Mm-hmm. And she begins eating. And the other Tabaxi are actually, they've really quieted down, not just because, food, but also because she's rather strict. She follows the ways of the teaching no matter what, and she hardly questions any of it. Now, keep in mind that questioning the teachings or any particular knowledge, it isn't frowned upon or anything like that. It's simply, it's something that she takes upon herself to keep with everyone. And she feels that while certain aspects you do not question, like for example the cave that holds the forbidden knowledge, however other things, like for example anything really aside from Dreyfus himself, is fully up for questioning. In fact, it is encouraged that you ask questions in the monasteries, because, well, asking questions allows you to gain more knowledge, right? Answers beget more answers and questions and yada yada yada.
While Brown's eating and sitting down, he's less focused on dispersing his weight, so like the bench is slowly tipping in his area. But like the moment like he realizes he'll disperse his weight again.
Yeah.
Hey, I've read about all these exotic foods, and they must taste amazing. Why? Why is it so hard to get it over here? I've never got a taste of that.
That is because these foods are foods easy to keep with travelers. You know, at the base of the mountain we have that trading outpost, right? Travelers pass through this area quite often. Hunters and adventurers, etc., etc. Heck, there's even a desert on one side. You think they get a lot of fresh foods, exotic foods like that? There where we get the majority of our meats. Any other foods you might...
Wouldn't it be so bad to go out one day and get something else?
Well, it isn't exactly against the teachings of Dreyfus, but you're here to defend the monastery.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, he'll continue eating.
Ma'am, do you know where that sculpture is? I've been meaning to ask him a few questions. I believe he's in the watchtower. Right outside the monastery. And the watchtower that she's referring to is, the one that is in the upper right-hand corner of the map. The one that you would have had to have seen because it's so big. That one, yeah.
Here? Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Just to give you a better layout of the parts of the map that you don't really see. This monastery is effectively a 3-story building. You got the basement, the floor that you're on, and then the floor above it, which holds the majority of like the books and the knowledge and all that kind of stuff. The watchtower holds the majority of the supplies, all sorts of various different things, foods, cloth, etc., etc. All the basic stuff that you wouldn't expect any of the other rooms to hold. There is a bridge that connects the watchtower to the monastery itself, and that bridge connects to the library, which is on the 2nd floor of the monastery. In fact, the library takes up the majority of the 2nd floor, and the way that you get to that is through the stairs over here. Now, just so you're also aware, you already know this over down in the bottom right-hand corner is the kitchen. Over here, if you couldn't guess, is where the head of the monastery resides. This is the man who makes all the decisions, and can even send people out for various missions. It's not impossible for people to go out to missions, as when anyone catches word that knowledge is at risk, either by burning books or perhaps an ancient art is going to be extinguished or exposed, something like that.
Yeah.
Effectively, any churches or monasteries that follow Dreyfus will send their people out, and they will go and acquire that knowledge, either through written form or otherwise. And the way that they learn about this is through the books of Dreyfus. the sentient light books that are in various areas. Dreyfus knows his followers decently well and knows that they're willing to do effectively anything that they ask because they are, well, a lot of them are devoted. And he also knows that knowledge provides power. So even those who aren't good of heart are fully willing to do as he says because of their beliefs. Now then, at this point, the other monks are squeezing their way through, and the ones who are more who defend the monastery itself are beginning to finish up and head out back outside for more rigorous training.
Yeah, we'll finish up as well. One question: what is the leader of the monastery called?
The monastery it named itself after the mountain, so
No, but
Etricopier. Monastery at Etricopier.
No, but like I mean, like the headmaster, like the leader.
The headmaster, I'm going to type out it for you.
Okay.
Oh wait, maybe it's just swapping up the.
And do we
Yeah,
see him
there
or
we
not?
go.
Is he strict? Is he?
You see him enough. He's actually pretty a chill Leonin. His name is he is referred to as Meister Mishi Rito. Mishi Ruto.
Cool. Okay.
He spends most of his times in his quarters, doing various things. Now, one thing that is also common knowledge among those who live at the monastery, it is the Maester's job to keep track of any particular items that would be deemed as contraband. So anything like that, any religious texts that are forbidden, that have yet to be put inside the aforementioned cave, are also stored in that chest. Now at this point, Morzune, she is going to basically, she's finished, but she's simply waiting on everyone else to leave.
Yeah.
She hasn't motioned to Braun to leave yet, but like, you can tell that she's waiting on you to get up because you take up the most space.
Yeah. I make my way out and just make my way outside.
Now at this point, those who are about to begin training, they actually go into the watchtower itself because that is where the weapons are kept. The weapons are kept completely separate from the monastery itself, obviously because the monastery is considered holy ground.
Yeah, he'll make a little jog over there.
She is going to stay outside watching everyone get their stuff. You know that they are kept on that particular floor.
Yes. Is this the room? Or do I need to go further? Right. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Why? Okay, that fucked up. There we go. Alright.
You find other monks taking their various weapons and means. Braun, you know that the leader herself, she only she has darts, but you can tell that they're not here because obviously darts are weapons. Or not here, they're not on her, I should say. But she likes to fight with her I guess claws. And a decent amount of Tabaxi and Leonin do use their claws. But still, there are others who train in the way of Kensei, effectively training in weaponry, specializing in that kind of thing.
Braun, I'm guessing he's free to pick a weapon, right?
Yeah, you got your simple weapons.
Yeah, he would pick up some darts and like a quarterstaff because it's big and like he can probably hold it.
Yeah, it is stick.
And then he walks out again. All right.
She is going to go over to this, which is this is a sundial, by the way.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering what it was. That was a little fountain.
Nah. All right, I want each of you to pair up. This is going to be your sparring sessions.
I look left and right, see who's not taken yet.
Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aside from her. So there is enough for people to pair up with Braun included.
Hmm?
Give me one moment. I'm being called. I'm gonna pause it. All right, we're back. So effectively, everyone has paired up aside from the guy who got the nat 1. He was kind of just left on his own.
I catch up with him like over there. Him or her. Is it him or her that I catch up with?
It's a him.
Okay. Hey, wait. You got no sparring partner. Wow. You got no sparring partner yet, have you?
No. I'm not exactly dexterous as they are, just like you. And this is a Leonin specifically. There is a decent mix between Leonin and Tabaxi at this monastery.
Well, let's get better together. I think we're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, we're both. Well, you're bigger than me, but still. And yeah, this guy is 5'8". Oh, did I forget to mention that your what is it, Morjun or Morjune? She is 5'4".
Okay, let me.
He's a short kitty. Now then, at this point, you can either allow him to go first, or he is willing to allow you to go first.
I offer him to go first, like, yeah, go ahead, show me what you got. And I'll go into like a defensive stance.
So, like, dodge?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will roll the disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh, not a 7, an 8.
Yeah. You know, for such a big guy, you're pretty quick.
Oh, well. It can be sometimes. I try. Yeah, try again.
That's even worse.
Keep trying.
A bit better.
Nope. Bit better. And like, this will keep going until he hits me. Like, I'll keep trying to dodge.
Okay, does the 12 hit?
No, I've got a 16 armor class.
That's
That was it.
16. Okay. And as far as the damage goes, it'll be... Hold on. More damage.
4. Okay. Alright. My turn. Alright.
Go right ahead!
Alright. I'm throwing in advance. And he'll grab the quarterstaff with his trunk.
Do
And he's
you
gonna try to
allow the Leonin to take the dodge action? Or...
Yeah, if he's doing that, yeah.
Alrighty, then he will do that.
So I'm gonna try to sweep his legs. I'm trying to go for his lower body while sweeping with the quarterstaff.
Okay.
Disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage, because he's using dodge.
So
12 is your lowest?
Yep.
Huh. 12 does not hit.
And I'll follow it up with another one.
Yep.
He's
15
lucky
will hit.
because the other one was a 20. And I will do it one-handed because of the trunk.
Still more damage. Alright, I'm gonna have this guy make a dexterity save. Hold on. Okay. Come on. Okay, so well, you do get the head off. He quickly gets back up.
Right, and then I'll take a step back and get in like dodge action again. Just like
Okay, and he will allow you to obviously that. Nope.
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 Oh, that's a nat 1.
Oof.
Oh boy. Good thing that we're using the new nat 1 rules, so it would have been up to you to attack, but you're not attacking him, so there's that. Another one! At this point, he loses his weapon. 3 nat 1s. Oh my god, he loses his weapon.
I'm guessing he throws it like next to me.
Yeah, it goes a decent amount of distance. But mostly it arrives at the feet of Morjune. Come on,
I slowly look back.
Do you call that a hit? He picks up his weapon, which I will add that to her inventory, and then weapon. Ron, do you mind if I just take a swing at you so I can show this guy how to actually fight?
Yeah. Go ahead. No. His ears are like getting lowered, like, and he just turns around and takes a dodge action, like. But he's very skeptic, like what's coming now.
Now then, keep in mind that this hit, it's with effectively a wooden mock-up. So she is going to make an attack with it on you. Oh god, the other was a nat 20.
Oh shit!
Way to go, guys! Let's shoot for 40. the problem?
Oh man.
Why?
So
Why?
with that, Braun is getting so much more comfortable just like dodging. Like his ears pop back up, and like he has this daring look in his eyes and looking at Moxuni.
Now, hold on. I'm not used to this kind of weapon, alright? I'm more used to the darts. And then she'll give you a moment to, you know, put yourself back into the dodge action.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Nope. Right. Well. Carry on. And then obviously she'll give it to the guy and then she'll step back.
You know, keeping my balance might not be my strongest point, or meditating might not be my strongest point. But dodging, getting hurt? Oh yeah.
Well, I did hear that you were born on a battlefield, that's what they say? Hmm.
That's what's been told to me as well. Don't really remember much. But I must have been lucky not to die there.
Must have been some lucky star. Alright, get back into your... You can try again. A lot better. But no cigar. And at this point, the dude's starting to, he's starting to get tired after all these swings. He's starting to, you know, and just a bit breathe heavily. Okay, maybe you should swap positions here, and I'll start dodging, you start swinging. Oh.
Alright. Are you...
He's gonna go into the dodge action. Ready?
Overhead swing, straight down with a quarterstaff, both hands.
"17 hits. Your lowest was a 17?
No. That I think that added both up, like it was both 2
Oh, it's a 7.
two threes.
2
2
threes,
sevens,
okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's a 10.
It's a 10. Does not hit.
Then he's gonna go from the bottom up.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll me damage.
Okay. All 7.
And I'm going to have him roll a con save because you did make hit points roll to 0.
Did I hit him in the nuts?
You did. You did.
Mm.
He passes the con save, but you can tell that he's done.
Yeah, like I even like my trunk just curls up. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, and I start like I hug him, like I just like slap my little brother like a little bit too hard. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
This guy
Both my ears, like,
he's clearly trying so hard just to stay upright and not curling up to the fetal position. But yeah, you got him in between the legs. Congratulations, the battle's over.
I drag him like over to Moxune. I think we're done.
Let's get him to Come on. You! And she
I put her
points
off the
to
shoulder.
one of the monks. Get this man to the infirmary. I think he needs the, his special area checked. Oh, why
He
does
might
it
need
hurt
ice
so
pack too.
much? Why?
I'm sorry!
Using underhanded tactics again, I see.
Well, anything to keep... Anything to defense?
Regardless, if you still have some in ya, I'm willing to spar with you.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Okay. Let's do it.
Alright, come at me. And she's going to take the dodge action.
I'm gonna aim the quarterstaff like in a point, like I'm gonna spear, in a spear like type of way. Both
Yeah,
hands.
basically, yeah.
Okay. 11.
Does not hit.
Do I go again or does he strike back?
She is going to motion to you that she's going to strike back.
Okay, I try to dodge in time.
Okay. Because you're trying to dodge in time, we'll have it with disadvantage because, you know, these monks are meant to be rather fast.
Yeah.
So for the sake of this training exercise, you'll be pushing yourself to a point. She's going to be pushing you to a point where you can do this kind of thing. So let's see here. Yeah. Roll with this. The other one was a nat 20. Oh my god. What's your AC?
Yeah, but 16 hits. 16 hits.
Okay. And
that put me down. That put me to
because
0.
okay, yeah. Had you not gone down, she would have taken her bonus action to, instead of dodging, to use one of her key points.
Yep.
Right.
Okay,
Anywho, so as you go down,
the wind
she
just gets out of me.
calls some of the monks to effectively, you know, help you regain some HP. So we're going to put you at, you gain 1d4.
Okay. Like when he falls over pretty fucking slow. Like could hit no little wind just get knocked out of him and like and
Oh
like,
yeah, it
on the ground.
It was towards the diaphragm too, so keep that in mind. Braun got winded.
Yeah. Braun will slowly get back up like oh man. Alright.
She is going to help you up. I think you need to work on your speed just a bit more, but overall, I'll say it. You're doing pretty well for, well, all this fighting business. I've had years to train in my style, and you have already begun to pick up the basics of striking and then dodging. Heck, it's something that I have to use a certain energy to do. And of course, she's referring to key points as key points. You can use patient defense as a bonus action to take the dodge action on your turn. But pushing you this hard is going to be required to get you stronger.
I believe it. I don't think I would have been this far. 10 years back? 5 years back? You keep pushing me to my limits.
That's right, so you've been here longer than I have. You're
He's still...
far older than I am.
How long have I been training with her?
You've been training with her for a good, roll me a d12. 12 years.
Oh. 12 years. Nice.
Her, like, a decent amount of other Leland Tabaxi, weren't actually from here. In fact, they weren't here when you originally came. You're one of the oldest people here, aside from the good Maester and a few others. Morzune, in particular, you know that she came from the capital, but she doesn't really speak all that much of it. The capital of the Leland and Tabaxi live, the islands of Posnos.
The island of what?
Posnos.
Cosmos.
I believe it is. Let me just double check on the maps. I know I have the naming stuff up. This one, and then... Okay, yeah. There. That's how it's spelled.
Oh, I misspelled that horribly. Okay. Okay, there we go. Thank you. And the capital's called...
Let me just spell this out for you. Come on. Shizuyon.
Okay, thank you.
Well, she is the present leader. She wasn't obviously the first, as you many have come and gone, and some have even left the monastery of their own free will. It's not something that is enforced by any particular martial law, but monks here sometimes do take their either their knowledge or their combat prowess to the outside world, either to help in some way or either way. Most of them do not return. Right, that'll be the rest of your training for today. Take it easy and try not to push yourself too hard for the rest of the night. Can't exactly break you on one of these days. Now, at this point, it is currently midday. The monks who vanguard the monastery effectively have way more free will than the ones who do all the studying. As due to the dangers of not only taking the mountainside, but also the various kinds of creatures that might pop up. Only those who are trained in any particular form of combat are permitted to leave for their own safety. So you can either explore the monastery itself, or you can go down to Hatir. Small village that isn't too far out.
Yeah. He would go to like I'm guessing there's some like there's like an edge of like a cliff somewhere. like on the side of the mountain, and he would just sit there for a good half hour, like trying to meditate, trying to work on it,
Okay.
looking
So-
over the distance.
We'll put you all the way over here. Got to update that. Really update that. Update when tokens drop, save settings, and then they gotta do that too. Roll me a wisdom save.
Okay.
You're still filling that training session, and to the point where you're focused on it. Not only what you could have done, but also just the pain of like, that was a pretty hard hit she got you there.
Yeah. So that wisdom save was for like the entire half hour.
Roll me another one. This will be for the second half.
Okay.
Much
Hey.
better. As you're able to sit out and feel the breeze, you got accustomed to your current feelings in your body, and you're able to clear your mind. Interestingly enough, clearing your mind is like, well, it is effectively the exact opposite of teachings of Dreyfus, as you know, filling your mind with knowledge. It is being a monk. It is required that all monks know how to do this type of thing. Effectively, it's like the yin and yang kind of deal, you know.
Yeah, clear the mind to be able to like keep more knowledge in.
And this is the best way of those who do not quite have their key yet, or access to their key, how they practice with getting affiliated with their key, because at this point you begin to feel the energy of the earth, not only just the breeze, but the warmth of the sun, etc., etc., everything around you.
After he's done all that, he'll make his way down to out here.
Okay. Copy and sit. Paste.
Oh hey,
That.
I love those guys. I love those style buildings. Like reminds me of like the Viking stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, being that it is then midday, it is decently busy. But most people are in the various different caves mining up. And you do take caution to make sure you don't accidentally step on anyone, because, like I said before, this village is mainly populated by extraordinarily short beings. Dwarves, gnomes, Drugar, those kinds of races. Gnomes.
Yeah, and like knowing my character, he wouldn't really go here often. Only
No, he
when
would
like
not.
when a day is short, like short-lived, and like the rest of the day is still open, which is not often, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So after hearing the talk in the lost a word for it, but I'm just gonna say cafeteria. He's gonna approach the statue and look at it again.
Okay. You should have full movement of your character.
I have no idea what my character is.
Oh, character's on the far right
Oh,
side.
I see. Hoppa.
Now, while the statue itself is made of stone, I want you to roll me history.
Oh, this is gonna be grand. And my page not loading. Why? Oh, there we go. History. It's -1, so let's see. Maybe an 8.
Okay, so with that particular history check, you recognize that it's a Leonin, and that he either was or is, you don't quite remember, a shogun of the capital, Shizuyon. But you don't really remember his name, what he was really known for, or anything else like that. You just know that he was a fairly prominent leader. You know?
Yeah. I am gonna step a bit closer and I'm gonna put my ear to the stone to listen if anything is inside of it. After the hearing talk of like spirits like often being stuck in statues.
Roll me investigation.
He got a little curious. 15 with a -1.
With a -1, wow, okay. So, because this is such a huge statue, the base itself, you almost feel like that it sounds kind of hollow inside when you knock inside of it. Like, you feel like if you climbed up any higher, that it might be filled up, but the base itself seems to be hollow. But you can't really find any way of getting inside of it without destroying or causing any kind of havoc. There's no secret doors or levers.
Yeah, he would have circled it like 3 times and like, yeah, there's no way of getting in there. Hello?
There's no response. I'm assuming you're talking to
anyone in
statue,
there?
right?
Huh?
Again, no response. At this point, I'm going to have people roll. It's going to be with advantage. So that's going to be perception.
Yeah, this big elephant is trying to talk to a fucking statue.
Yeah. Yeah, people begin to notice and stare. Hello? No, I don't think he's talking to you, Fred. Oh.
Wait. Do I need to make a fucking wisdom save to see that it came from behind me?
Roll my perception.
I'm so focused. Perception, okay. More 10.
Yeah, no, that doesn't pass. So yeah, you don't notice the two the dwarf and the gnome pass by. One of them apparently named Fred. Regardless, it goes right underneath your nose.
Hey, can you hear me?
Another person. At this point, I'm gonna have that particular person. This is going to be a deception check. And
against my insight?
Against your insight, yep. Nope, so you believe it's coming from the statue itself, what you're about to hear. But in all actuality, it's a rather mischievous, Drugar, who is on the other side of the statue, trying to fuck with you. Ooh, yes! I can hear you! Can
how long have
you hear me?
Yes. Hi. How long have you been? How long have you been in there? Who are you?
I am inside this statue. I do not remember how long it has been.
What is your name?
My name is Eisen.
Eisen who?
Higher than you! And then you see this guy walk around from the statue. Oh boy, can I get you there! You are really oblivious, and he just walks off.
Braun just exhales through his fucking trunk and like it's fucking audible. It's like and just stomps his foot. And then like he's gonna try to sneak away without anyone. Just like he's like properly like annoyed and he's annoyed and like embarrassed like that he's fell for that. Like he has a waving like angry elephant symbols.
If you're gonna roll stealth, you have to beat a 13.
Okay. Stealth going up. Nope.
And you've just been comfortable with those 10s, haven't you?
Yeah. I need to fucking go to the casino.
Well, they notice you, but they try not to pay you any mind. I mean, you are a rather large elephant compared to everyone else. Even though you are the elephant in the vicinity.
Yeah. He's gonna sneak off like, yeah, and like, is there any other, no, I don't like any, it's like a little temple church or like anything here that he would, send, like he didn't bring any money, he never does really.
The only other temple that would be in, would be, what was it? Is this one over here on the other side of the plaza.
Okay, yeah. He's gonna walk around, he doesn't want to go anywhere near the statue anymore. He doesn't even want to look at it at this moment. And like, yeah, Brom's gonna enter the little church over there.
It is a very small and seldom chapel. This particular place, they actually worship a deity that you kind of recognize. You would know the name of it, but let's just see how much you actually recognize. Roll me religion.
15.
Okay. Now let me just... I'm going to say a name that you're going to want to know, have it spelled out for you. Let me just find it. Where is... where did I put it?
I want you to know that I put Fred the gnome as a fucking trickster fucker.
Okay, not in that one. Where could it have gone? Come on. Is it... Oh, I know where to get a better look at it. Hold on. Effectively, what this god's name is it is Tsuchigumo. It is depicted as a giant spider who lives eternally within the planet itself. Um, it was originally a god who lived in Haven itself. He was the god of the home and... Ah, there it is, yep. Let me just... Come on. Do me good. Stop it. Mouse, please. Control C.
Mouse.
Mouse.
Again, I misspotted horribly.
Oh boy. And while he was one of the original deities, he fled very, very early on in his life. He felt trapped by his duties to the various people, to the point where only a very select few actually take note of him. Mostly it's those who, well, live close to Earth and environments, like for example here. Nigelstein knows of him, but because of his name, most scholars believe him to reside permanently underneath the islands of Posnos. Unsure of how to return to the surface land because, well, when he went under the ground, he soon realized the folly of his errors as he, well, has tremor sense. But there were so many things, so many different things moving and happening that he doesn't know. He doesn't want to come up to either the ocean itself or to a place that is heavily populated, because he knows that the other gods we would take, that they wouldn't like it if he accidentally destroyed, say, a town or whatever. And even if it wasn't the gods, some kingdom would take issue with him. So he's also regarded as the a deity of entrapment, home, and the earth.
Okay.
Just to find where the sigils are. I could give, because there is a basic sigil of Tsuchigumo. But it is. Where could it have been? Ah, well. These people essentially worship that particular god.
Okay. Are there a lot of people in there?
Yes, there aren't a whole lot of other people there, but they're there and they are quietly praying.
Yeah, are there any books in there that we can read?
The
Or
books that
even
are there
any that we can
are
take with them?
not that he could take with him. As the books that are there are mostly about crafting and various different ores. It's nothing that isn't already at the monastery itself.
Okay. Well, he's gonna leave that then. Unless there's anything else that catches his eye, which I don't think it will, because he's been here multiple times. He would head back up and try to find the two tabaxis that were talking about the statues having voices and the spirits being inside of it.
Okay. So you return to the monastery, and I put you at the very top of the map.
Okay. I'ma start looking for them.
Roll me
See if I can spot
investigation.
them. Can I roll it with advantage because I want to try to smell them because I did smell them during.
Yeah, you can go right ahead. Okay, so just so you're aware, the sigil itself is 8 legs coming from the center of the sigil. Nat 20, very nice.
Okay. So, okay. 8 legs coming from the center of the studio.
Yeah, almost like a spider coming out of a giant hole.
Okay.
So you find them actually praying at this statue, and obviously the statue is of Dreyfus himself. And they are, well, non-combative monks, so part of their prayer is effectively not only committing to knowledge, writing things down that they've done and know, but also acquiring new knowledge. The wind is welcome here. There are windows that you could open up. You know that, right?
Yeah, like I do know that like in hot countries like Afghanistan and all that, like most of the times doors are open and like even the windows are open as well, and
I mean,
they
to be
just keep
fair,
open.
Briar thinks she's hot no matter where she goes, so that statement's irrelevant to someone like her.
Oh, just so you guys are aware, I did get confirmation from Big Skiller for the session later tonight. He
He
replied
was in
with
here.
he
He
replied
was
with
literally
I will.
just in here a couple minutes ago.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
for a bit.
I didn't even
OBS didn't
notice.
pick it up. Yeah, OBS doesn't notify you. Like when you have
Maybe
OBS up, the Discord does not play notification when someone joins.
I get like no other audio. But he sent me the message of I will steal somebody's kneecaps by the time the session is over.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Wait. Shit. No. Hold up. I just realized he meant that as JB. I thought he meant that as Big Skylar.
good.
Oh, so it says a lot that I would rather he do something in real life than in his character, because that's what we have to deal with.
Yep, it is fragmented honor, so keep that in mind. Right, so
I mean, I'd say he's been pretty close to taking someone's kneecaps at work.
yep.
Oh well. So they're meditating. Are they? Ron doesn't really want to interrupt, but he's gonna sit down behind them and like just a sheer of him sitting down. I
feel like it's just one of those cartoon thuds where just like the other things in nearby vicinity just pop up for a few moments.
mean, if like yeah, these are wooden floors, so
Yeah,
yeah, it
and
would.
there is a basement that has been confirmed that is where everyone rests. They
Everyone below is
are
like, what the fuck?
they are sturdily made, but still. Roll me a strength save just to see how well you do it. The higher you roll, the less of a thud that you make. Okay. So yeah, you shake the floor just a bit. Um. Now, do you just stay out of meditation, or do you go into meditation while you wait, or?
Oh no, I am waiting for them to get out of it.
Alrighty.
But I'm gonna be looking at them both just to see who gets out first. So I'm looking back and forth.
After a few moments, I'm going to roll D100. Evens is the left one, odds is the right one. Okay, so the right one finishes first, and this was the guy who was the one who was in disbelief about the hollowed statues containing not only the spirits but also protecting the forbidden texts.
Mhm.
Do you have to be so loud when you sit?
I tried not to be. I wanted to keep not interrupt. But about those statues, you were right. They don't like. Yes, they sound hollow, but it's those tricksy gnomes and Durga. They're behind them. They're just talking to you. You just can't see them. It's real sneaky.
At this point, the tabaxi is finished. The monk, and he comes out. Wait, so you went into the cave with the forbidden texts on your own?
No, no. I went down to Portier.
Oh right, it does have that statue of the shogun made by the same Leonin. So I suppose it would make sense. Yeah,
Right.
Shogun Daikana or Daikina. Regardless, so it was hollow, but it does that mean that those living in Hatir are going inside the cave? Well, this is not good. We should notify the Meister immediately.
They better not be. Yes,
And
that's
all three of you will effectively you quickly go inside the room. He is so chill about all the other monks that barging into his room, provided that you don't not too loud about it, he doesn't really mind. Meister, Meister. Yes, what is it? And this old Leonin is simply he's sitting right here.
and like
Braun
is
has
still
some new information. Yes,
like
Braun, come
after
step forward.
like after all, like even after like almost 6 years here, he's still bit on edge about talking to like the highest rank in here. So he just puts his trunk up and like does a little salute and then like walks forward. I believe that there are gnomes and Durga behind the statues, talking as if they are the statues.
Wait, you're referring to the statues in the cave of the forbidden text, correct?
Possibly. They were behind the statue in Hatia. It was hollow. I started listening to it, I started talking to it. And I thought it answered back. But it was
Oh my
a
dear
Durga.
lad, you nearly gave me a heart attack. Oh God, that place is sacred. I believe that they would not trespass on that area. But if it was in the statue of Hatir, well, the statue is in Hatir, I should say, we can send a task force to effectively make sure that they're not doing anything they're not supposed to. But still.
What about the cave? Does no one have to check? Make sure?
Oh no, no, Brown. You don't have to worry about that cave. You see the statues there? They guard the texts. Wait, what?
Huh?
Oh yes, oh yes. We, we can't just have, well, those texts lying around unguarded. However, there are too many, well, possible evildoers who might want to use those texts, the forbidden ones more specifically, steal them. There's a wide variety of a wide amount of knowledge held in that cave. Not to mention it's away from here, meaning that, well, it's a cave. It's rather unassuming, too. That cave was chosen specifically to be the most strategic advantage point for not only keeping an eye on it, but making sure it's unassuming and protecting what lies inside. So then, the statue maker is making hollow statues, and, well, I'm not going to divulge his secrets. If you have any questions for him, I suggest you go ask him. You know where he resides. He sticks to the watchtower.
Um, w- would you tell us how the statues protect? Or is that also a secret?
Oh, you see, the statues are imbued with a special kind of power. It is true that that power is derived from the dead. However, only the sacred texts that are kept within these walls have the true answers, and I dare not, well, read them without proper cause. You know how Marjune is. Even if I have superiority over her, I'd much rather not feel her fiery ire.
Yes, sir. Alright, well, that was all. That's what I wanted to inform you about.
Thank you, lads.
And,
Please, get back to the rest of your day, regardless of it relaxing, meditating, or studying.
and Braun is gonna walk back, close the door, and
And then continue.
continue on. He's gonna
At
walk
this
outside again.
point, it's beginning to turn into evening. Morjune is currently meditating, mostly by the sundial. Let's give her a wisdom save. Nah, the others around are making it rather difficult. While she mostly follows Dreyfus, being someone who resides in this monastery, the fact that she is meditating near a sundial denotes that she has, well, the time is Copernicus's domain. It's sort of like a sub-following that she has, as Copernicus is also the god of order and peace.
What do you spell? Just one for my notes.
Give me a moment and I will beat. There you go.
Copernicus. God of. Okay. Yes.
Takes her a moment, but then she stands back up, noticing that she's having a rather difficult time to meditate. How is your wound? Your breathing?
It's alright. I've been using stick to help me walk a little bit.
Hmm. Maybe you should
I'm sure.
mix tomorrow morning's training session then. but we'll see. What
Nothing a
brings you
good
out
night
here?
rest will do. I was on my way to the watchtower.
Hmm.
I wanted to ask about the statues a little bit more.
Is that so? What about the statues do you need to know about?
Well, long story short, I got tricked into thinking that the statues talked. I went to Meister, Meister.
Come on, you should have it written down, Fabulous. You've been taking
I have it
notes.
written down. My notes are fucking Meister Michiroto. And
Gesundheit.
yes, and turns out there were just some gnomes and Droga tracking me, talking like they were inside of the statues, and he
Are
cleared
you
up that.
sure it wasn't just a one-off? Like a trickster just playing a prank on you?
Yes, yes, that's what it was. But I heard that the statues are in a cave as well, protecting the forbidden knowledge,
Hmm.
and I kind of want to know how they were created and how they are being maintained.
At this point, now this character has a -1 to her charisma, so she's more of the quiet, intimidating type, but she's still going to roll intimidation just to see how much that quietness really comes through. No, it is just quiet.
I'm
And of
taking
course,
that quietness for into weakness.
yeah,
So I
knowing
keep talking.
Ron, yeah.
I just keep talking. So I thought it would be really interesting on like finding out why, like how they were created and like how if anyone ever got in, like how do I do it and how we could stop that.
Did you just say stop that?
Yes, isn't that our task?
You said to stop making the statues or stop people from going into
No,
the
no, no, no. For
cave?
people entering, yeah, like
Gotcha,
and
gotcha,
sneaking by.
gotcha. Okay. Then omit that last part. Okay. Then why don't we just go visit the craftsman himself? Come on, Braun. And at this point, I'm going to do an unarmed strike against Braun. It's a grapple strike, so she's just going to grab you and pull you along, unless you're not going to resist, and then there's no need.
Oh, if she's reaching out her hand, I'm grabbing her hand with my trunk.
Well, okay, so she does grab your trunk, but she's pulling kind of hard. How hard exactly? Let's see.
Oh, it doesn't break my AC, but like that's pretty high.
Damn it. Open.
So even though Braun is like 8 foot tall, like he's now hunched over.
Yeah. So, she basically drags you upstairs, and this is where it is the second floor where you find, the craftsman's, quarters. He is also a Leonin who, well, he makes more than just statues, as noted by his other, materials. He's got, other things that he can make. This isn't where the infirmary is, keep in mind, as the infirmary is one above where you guys currently are, but still.
Hmm.
Braun over here, I have some questions about your statues, craftsman. And then what she'll do is she'll effectively kind of what is like an offhand kind of throw with the hand that's holding the trunk, having Braun be tossed forward effectively, making him stumble forward. You know.
Yeah, and
Well, Mister, we're waiting.
I was wondering, the statues in the cave. What do we
Yeah,
do if people get past them?
people don't. There's plenty of statues in there, and suppose you could say that they have their own sentience or knowledge of life.
They can talk?
No, no, they shouldn't be able to talk, and if any are talking to you,
Okay.
you should go to the infirmary immediately.
Oh, okay, well, okay, luckily for me it was just Druga and I no okay, but okay. How are they sentient?
They're sentient because if they sense anyone nearby, in which they've been imbued with a magical property that effectively gives them tremor sense. So, anyone unknown, more specifically anyone unknown to the Order, will have an extraordinarily difficult time getting past them. And at this point, you've been here for what, a good 60 years. I've built plenty of statues. Oh, how long has it been? I want to say 40, but I feel like it's more or less 40 years. Meaning that I have 40 years worth of statues in that cave, protecting those texts. You don't have to worry about them. The only time that I can think the statues might not activate around someone unknown to the Order would have to be children. Be kind of bad if, a child stumbled in there, and then, well, you get the picture. Right, Mr. Curious, are you satisfied now?
I have, I have one more question. What about the statue in Baotia? What purpose does he serve? You made that one, didn't you not? The Shogun from
The statue of Daikina. That one was specifically requested by the Shogun himself. It was a good fortune I made off of that one.
does it have any properties? Any sentience?
Not unless it's been imbued with, outside forces, no.
Okay, okay, that's good to hear. Well, that would be all.
And he will go back to his current duties. At this point, the sun is beginning to reach the horizon. It is setting. And yes, there are windows on the second floor, so you can see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my own trunk and keep it away from
Marjune.
Mosune. Just siding us, like, please no. And I'm
She
gonna
isn't going to tug
just
you along, but she's just going to exit. I'm gonna have her roll another intimidation check just to see like how quiet she is. A bit less quiet, but still.
Do I need an insight anyway, or?
No, no, no. Unless you have the brighter levels of wisdom, your passive works out.
Yeah, oh
Hey,
yeah,
you
I
are
got 50.
correct,
I
but
got a 50 on
still.
inside, never mind, yeah. And my lookers also have a advantage on against being charmed or frightened.
Oh, yeah, go right ahead. Yeah,
But
that would work. Unless it's self-imposed being frightened.
no, but like my inside is a 15 anyway. I'm passive. So,
Hmm. Okay.
oh well.
You're free to roll if you want. I'm not forcing you to. You
Well,
rolled a 6.
sure. Let's see. Let's go for it anyway. I want to see. Oh, two net 20s.
2 nat 20s? Out of all the things you could have gotten 2 nat 20s on, it was the most inconsequential thing you could have gotten them on. Like,
This
literally.
fucking guy.
It's not even something I wanted to roll. It's like, oh, let's go for it.
Why not? Why not?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
From the schedule, you know that the good madam is going to the kitchen to help prepare the food.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's like one last meal before everyone gets sent to bed.
Yep.
Yeah, Bron is making a hasty retreat to the cafeteria.
Here's that medicine, nature.
Oh, holy shit! You can actually walk through walls with this. Nice. I was gonna drag him over like all the way there, but like actually have to
Yep.
open it doors, close it doors, open it doors, close it
So
doors.
her having trouble, she's gonna get some help. So I'm gonna have to reroll the medicine, nature, and investigation. Um,
Oh, that's a healthy snack.
oh yeah, very very healthy. As she's preparing it, it is decently crowded. You are on the side of with the warrior monks, as the other monks are spread out to the other area. You do know that some of these monks also like to eat off on their own, away from the others. So, but it's mostly just basic chatter. The warriors are talking about the basic practices and all this, that, and the other. Um, it's basic chatter. Does Ron say anything?
No, I feel like he asked enough questions and like he's just gonna eat the food that's been presented. Or it's gonna be presented. Yeah, he's just gonna wait and he won't really do
Okay.
much else. Like he's been beat like all throughout the day pretty much from like since the morning.
Yeah. So, with Madame Defecta comes through, um, right along with a few others, to pass around the food. She takes her spot and begins eating. Now, there are plenty of freaking fresh vegetables in this this particular meal. Because of the nat 20, um, to show you the effectiveness of it, I'm gonna roll a d4, and this is the amount of HP that you regain. Oh, another 4.
Fucking lovely.
So yeah, like it is pretty good. Um, nice vegetation. Um, eat up. This batch is rather fresh from the trading post.
And you hear Bron in like the corner. Just stuffing his face with it. Cause like
We know
it's not
how
often that
well
food tastes this good.
veggies last up here, so the more that you all eat, the better. I am aware. I'm just trying to get to the end of the night. It is close. At this point, does Ron say anything to the good madam, or does he just finish and then head out, or?
While stuffing his face, he'll look at her with like these, like the eyes would have like glown up a bit, not like with light, but just like because it tastes so fucking good. Just like and gives her like a nod of approval.
I'm going to have her roll a wisdom save. You enjoyed so much, then I suppose I could start teaching you. You're 60 years old. At this point, I've heard stories about your cooking before.
What stories?
Oh, how was completely atrocious. You were terrible at it. This is why no one actually allows you into the kitchen itself. But no one's actually bothered to teach you at this point. Being somewhat of a decent chef myself, and you are under my care, it behooves me to try and pass on some of that knowledge.
And like you'll see like a smile on his face just like slowly break out, and then look back at his bowl and just like pick up like another thing before anyone can see him smile, and just stuff his face.
He looks down, for a moment. I suppose you could call it as an apology for going too hard. Hey, don't worry about that. He got me run between the legs. I'm lucky I have... He is sitting right across from Bronner, right next to, the good madam.
Braun is looking straight into his ball, not making any eye contact. I'm just stress eating at this point. Like everything's going downhill from now.
That man is going to have a token, you know. He's going to be a character. At this point, people begin to clear the mess hall, and Madam is also exiting. Oh, God, there we go. Okay. And then she heads out, leaving the rest to you. There are several monks who are tasked with helping the cleanup, as some of them feel like, while the warriors do spend the time taking care of the defenses and fighting and all that kind of stuff, that taking care of the monastery falls to those particular monks, the ones who aren't doing all the defending or the fighting, cleaning, all this, that, and the other. So Braun doesn't have to worry about cleaning up if he doesn't want to.
Oh, he will help anyway.
Okay.
It's one of the last chores before bed anyway, I assume.
Yeah. Roll me investigation.
Investigation coming up. Aha. It's a dirty one.
No. It's a dirty one. as much as you try to help out, your big, bulky nature, it's just too much for that little room. You end up hindering more than hurting, but because it's not a nat one, you don't actually break anything. You just cause the clamp to be far longer than what it actually had to be.
I'm just moving all around it.
Yeah.
Well, I better put the broom now down like next to the door. I'm like, well, good luck, guys.
At this point, the monks are beginning to go to the quarters and go to bed. You know that some do either one last round of studying, meditation, etc., before or training or something, one last task before going to bed. So you can either do that, or you can head to the sleeping quarters and what is it?
Yeah, it will make sense for him to gather around this statue of Travis and meditate once more
Okay,
before going to bed.
roll me religion.
Oh, religion.
Religion
Coming up.
mixed with a wisdom save.
Oh, what does my
Because
wisdom
you're
save? That's my 9.
okay. Yep. No, the religion is simply because you have. Oh boy. The religion is simply because you have the statue of Dreyfus in front of you. Before your meditations was either with someone else or the scenery.
Yeah.
It was just you.
Yeah.
With that nat one,
I'm
oh
praying to
man,
the
you're
wrong god.
I want you to roll me a d8.
The 8 coming up. 1.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god,
Oh
yes!
Oh god. Is this the second time someone gets religiously blocked by Gilgamesh?
Yes!
Wait, Travis.
What? What's happening? What's happening?
This is funny fucking shit.
Gilgamesh is just becoming the god of trolling. Oh my god. Okay, okay. So as you close your eyes, you are actually at a table. Everything is dark. You were just enjoying your meal that you had with the feast.
Yes.
And suddenly you feel the ground shaking far more than what like the thuds. They're far heavier than what you're accustomed to.
Hmm.
And then a 17-foot tall man in large black armor sits across from you. He's got 4 arms, no weapons. He begins eating through the armor. You don't really know how he's doing it, he's just doing it. He looks at you, he looks down at his huge the food that he's got in front of him. You wanna have an eating contest?
An eating contest? Wait, who are... Yes.
Alright, alright. I want you to roll me. Let's go with athletics.
A 9.
Yeah, no, because of the 4 arms, the big man he's doing way more than what you're doing.
But what are we eating?
Oh, it's the previous dinner.
Oh, okay. Damn. Well, it's still good.
Yeah, it's still good. I
I
gotta
hope it
admit,
will be something...
I'm not one for veggies, but oh boy, can that cat lady cook. And then he immediately gets up, and then he starts flexing. Hey, it's an 11. And at this point, do you do anything? as the giant man is
I
flexing in front of you.
um, the food's tasty again. But who are you? But
Oh!
recognize him at least.
As he's flexing, you've never heard of me, huh? I am Gilgamesh, the current god of war.
Oh. No, how did you how did I contact you? Did you contact
Oh
me?
yeah, that. It's pretty funny. So whenever someone tries to contact one of us gods, and they feel so terribly at it, it just leaves an open connection that I just kind of pop into.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, how do you do?
Oh, I'm doing amazing. Oh, yeah. And at this point,
Can
as Gilgamesh is looking at you, I'm gonna have him roll one more intimidation check. I just want to see if it's a nat 20 or nat 1. It barely rolled over a nat 1. He gives one last flex, slightly better, as you are suddenly brought out of the vision. Braun! Braun! Braun!
ah, ah, oh, oh, hi,
You
hi.
looked like you were focused a bit too much on something. Troubled, even. Intimidated, I might say.
Uh, I wouldn't say intimidated, more confused and well, a little bit. Uh, have you? Gilgamesh was there. I was talking to Gilgamesh.
Let me have a religion.
We were eating your delicious food.
Gilga who? Sounds like a dumb name. I bet I could
Mesh,
take him on a fight.
Gilgamesh. He said he was the god of war.
Oh, must
He
be
had
some
four
important big
arms.
lug. 4 arms.
He's pretty big.
How big?
Was he bigger than me?
He was 17 feet tall. I don't know, you
17
tell
feet
me.
tall. He was a little bit. Yeah, he was. Fucking hell. He was more than double my size.
Gods, I should start my studying if there's a god that big and I can't recall him. Well, regardless, it's getting late. You clearly didn't contact Dreyfus. Come on, you're going to bed.
He intercepted. I
I don't want to hear
I
it.
meant
You
to.
fail.
But I grabbed my trunk.
She grabbed you by the ears. I'm gonna have her roll an armor strike just to see if she can actually grab you though.
Nope.
Nope.
I swung my head backwards and just help. And just like, I'm going to bed. I've had it for today. I'll see you tomorrow, Mr. Factor.
See you tomorrow, Braun.
Did he actually close the door behind him? Motherfucker!
Yeah.
The cat with the metal arm didn't get to it this time. And that is where we can end it off for tonight. For today, as it's the end of the first day, and it has gotten to the point where, it's that time.
Yes.
2 hours and 10 minutes. I do hope you enjoyed the session.
Oh
Of
yeah.
course, the audio is fucking bugging out on me, so that last half just did not have any audio to it, aside from, well, I mean, it heard you because that was consistent, but it was just the jukebox was playing. Just great. Just great. Anywho, I shall put you back on the list, for Braun 2, and, have a good day.